Hey guys, it's me with a new I Am Fun Size. Ooh, I have taken a long break from making these videos. We have been having some exciting and admittedly scary times that we're all going through right now. And to not admit that would be to not admit what is out there in the world. But I'm excited to be bringing you more episodes of this so that you can hopefully handle the day-to-day challenges that you might be going through personally, so that you can then take this information and go out and fight the good fight in the world as the world is changing and hopefully changing for the better in many ways. So I just finished a panel, actually two panels, at a thing called CasaCon, which was a lovely online convention that was put together specifically to talk more about mental health issues and personal life issues for people who were missing the convention experience. And on these panels, I was asked a few questions that I really, really enjoyed getting the chance to talk about. So I would like to take some of those and put those into some I Am Fun Size episodes for you. Thank you, CasaCon. One of the questions was, how do you know when it's time to rest? How do you know when it's not time to be active, or pushing forward, or when it's time to push through something and when it's not time to push through something? And what role does rest play in your ongoing quest for all of the things that you want? This is such a great question for me because I am not particularly good at taking the space or making the space for rest when it comes to work. I have been known to fill my schedule within an inch of its life, and it's not a good thing. It's not a great thing to just be busy. Your busyness needs to be productive. So what I have been using lately to remind myself how important rest is, and not just sleep, which is obviously important, but rest in general, like rest from particular activities or particular goal-focused activities. What I have been using as my touchstone to remind me about that is the simple scientific fact of how we build muscle in our lives, how exercise and the good stress of exercise works for us. When we are lifting weights or doing some kind of physical activity in order to build our muscle, there are microscopic tears that happen in our muscles while we are exerting it. And it is over the course of time, when those microscopic tears repair themselves, that we build that muscle. But if we don't give our muscles a chance to repair, if we just push them harder and push them harder so they keep tearing, then we're going to break down our muscle. And that is a very dumbed down way of saying the specifics of how anatomy works and kinesiology and all of that. So if taking that image and with that in mind, I think about my ability to continue doing good work if I am not taking the moments and taking the space within my own brain, for my body, whatever it is, creating space in my schedule so that I can have that rest, so that I can synthesize what I've just been going through, so I can get off the phone and think about the conversation instead of moving on to the next great thing, so that I can read something and put it down and think about it and make sure that I understand it and can actually talk about it back. Thinking about that muscle analogy has been really good for me to remind myself that I need to build in that amount of time to process things. Sleep is of vital importance in doing this, even mentally. The term sleep on it, I'm going to sleep on it, is not just something that someone made up. It is actively something that happens. Our subconscious works while we are asleep to work through problems from the day, to work through things that we may not process during the day. And frankly, our subconscious works in a way that we obviously are not conscious of and that we can't necessarily know about. So in order to be able to process all of these things, we have to trust that sometimes I need to go take a nap. Sometimes I need to get that 8 hours of sleep in order to be able to find the solution. And And so I have been consciously trying to add mental rest and emotional rest to my schedule and to the lexicon I speak with as much as physical rest. Because especially in today's day and age, when information overload is a thing, and now there is also an onslaught of very important things that we do need to pay attention to. In order to be able to handle all of that, you need to take your moments. You need to take your moments to process. And that, for me, gives me my personal justification for stopping, even when I feel like I have to push through. I also have to make sure that I am not pushing through something so much that I won't be able to be effective on the other side. And only you can know that, and only you can figure out how much of that rest you need and what you need to do to find that rest. But it comes with trial and error, and it comes with getting better and better at it because you have tried it and occasionally failed, and because you've tried it and succeeded. So I urge you to start, after watching this episode, think of ways that you find respite. Think of ways that you find rest that is mental, that is physical, that is emotional, that is spiritual, from the challenges of the day, and work those into your schedule, because I think you'll find you'll be more effective for it. Busyness is not the goal. Being productive and being effective in our day and enjoying the journey, even when it's hard, those are goals that are much more worthy of working towards. So hit me up in the comments, send me your emails with more questions at Anjali@IamFunsize.com. You can find me on the socials at Sweet Anj, just like you found me here. And if you think that there is someone who will benefit from some of the knowledge that we are sharing here on I Am Fun Size, please share the channel and share the videos with them, because I really want everyone to have more tools in their toolbox to be able to live big, big, fun lives. Okay, talk to you soon.